So, okay, we're filming. Go ahead and see if we can get her to kick over. All right, wants to. That sounds good. We're going to leave the idle just a little bit high. It can be turned down later. Very good oil flow. Okay, well, we finished this bike up before I went on vacation, as much as we can. It starts, runs, sounds good. We road tested it before I left, and it's nice. It runs great, good throttle, but it's leaking oil from the cases. Somebody split the cases, put it back together. It leaked oil. They smeared the bottom of the engine with epoxy or some type of sealer, and it's leaking. We found that out by putting the bike up on the lift at night in the dark and using a black light to follow the oil leak, and I took it right back to the cases. The only thing we can do, or only thing that can be done, would be to pull the engine, split the cases, reseal it, put it back together. That's a big job, about 5 hours to take the engine out, give or take, but a good solid 10 hours to put it back together, including reassembly and putting it back in the frame, because when you're putting it back together, you have to do all of the necessary adjustments. It's not just a matter of bolting it in. It has to then be all the adjustments, valves, carburetors, exhaust, everything needs to be redone. So 5 hours to take it apart, 10 hours to put it back together. That's 15 hours at $100 an hour. It's $1,500. That's a bunch of money. In the meantime, it leaks. It drips. The problem with the dripping, as far as safety is concerned, is the oil that drips off the engine when being ridden could accumulate on the rear tire. Now, the center of the tire, as it's touching the ground, will clean itself off, but the sides of the tire could very well get oil on them, and the first time you take a hard right or left-hand turn and use that part of the edge of the tires that you had not been using for the last 30, 40 miles of straight line riding, you've got oily tires on the ground, and the bike will come right out from underneath of you. So riding it with an oil leak is a safety concern. In the meantime, it runs, it sounds good, and we're going to let the client decide what to do. So that's where we are, okay? And say hi to Kevin over here, and I'm going to ask him a question. Kevin!
We're back at it.
Yes. Do you concur?
I concur wholeheartedly.
Okay, it's a nice bike. I wish it didn't leak. I really, truly wish it didn't leak. Okay, that's it.